man. How in the hell do we beat the 49ers now?
Shit. Pray about it.
Pray on it. Speak on it.
Because listen, you're not beating them with the wide receivers you got now.
Bro, wide receivers. Wide receivers.
No, you're not.
I need to do my intro before I slip up and start talking like West Coast from down the street, not West Coast that be talking on the live with all these folks and stuff. So real quick, let me go ahead and do my intro. It's gonna be quick, but I got to get into my West Coast because
he
I'm
live.
flip
We
right
live.
now, huh?
We live.
I already know. Yeah, I know we live. What's up, everybody? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. It is your boy West Coast. Today is National Panic Day. Why? Because it is the first day of free agency. And I have one question for the nation. How in the hell do we beat the 49ers now?
We ain't figured it out a couple years, have we?
Hold up real quick. Let me switch this sound so they can even hear y'all. All right, man, let's go. Y'all already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you must do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now to hit that share button. Hit the share button right now. Share it like it's Karen. Karen is sharing. Like my guy said, it ain't going to charge you a card or no fee.
Yes, sir.
If you just share that content with you and me. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like
poetic. You trying to be poetic?
No, bro. I'm trying to like jumpstart West Coast. Like I'm trying to like jumpstart myself right now because the wind is taken out of my sail.
Well, listen.
If you don't know, let me go ahead and tell you. Former Eagles defense. Oh man, I gotta listen. I gotta do the shit. I gotta do the intro, right? We gotta do that, right? We gotta do that. Okay, let me do it. Let me get through this. Lord have mercy.
Man, sometimes there gotta be an exception to the rule. Like when crazy shit happens, sometimes you just gotta veer off the norm and just get into it. They know you West Coast Cowboy. They know that that's landlord for Alabama. They know I'm Henny the Moore from HTM Sports. They know who we is. That's why they chopping it up with us, man.
They don't know how the hell we gonna beat the 49ers, bro.
Exactly. We gotta talk about this now. Like, nah, we can't even waste time.
Bro, we couldn't run on them last 2 years. We have 2 years of not being able to run on the 49ers. Legitimate, bro. They were what the hell does the number one defense need?
Hargrave ain't no run stopper though, Wes.
Bro, listen to me. It isn't about run stopping. It's about also being able to pass the ball. Like,
yeah, we need some weapons.
This is
we need a line.
This is my thing with Hargraves, right? They can already stop the run with what they can do. Like, this is like the coup de grace.
Finish him.
There's no reason, bruh.
It's overkill.
But think about this, though. This is what makes us so frustrated. Because these people out here doing luxury moves and we ain't doing the necessary moves.
Yeah, we barely surviving, landlord. You right.
We ain't doing what we should be doing, and they doing extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. It's crazy. They strengthening a strength, and we can't even strengthen a weakness. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all what's up with you, Keith. Hey, yeah, you guys already know what it is. Whenever West Coast, hit that star button, hit that share button. Also got the CashApp button, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, man. The rich get freaking richer, and you know this is what I'll tell you this right here, man. The Dallas Cowboys. You have to now. This is the mindset should have always be build a team that can go into San Francisco and beat them. Why? Because you're gonna have to do that this year anyway. I'm gonna tell you this right here. A move like this for our team, you do have to change some of the things you're doing now. Why? Because you're not going to tell me that a team outside of their think about this. Most teams, their quarterback kind of held them down. They were able to sidestep that. You feel me? They were able to sidestep that. And I'm going to tell you something else. This is really a shot at the reason why they lost. You feel me? Like they already understand how to stop the run. Now they trying to solidify how to stop the pass. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Man, do not be surprised if the 49ers go all in. Next cornerback will be the next thing. Not to say quarterback, I said corner.
Hey, can I add something to that? Because I just seen one of the better free agent cornerbacks just signed.
Cool.
Cam Sutton just signed a 3-year, $33 million deal to the Lions.
All right, good
So
for him.
Okay, I was just about to say, man, shout out to Choctaw Montana with the $5 super chat. He says, Queen
Hey, shout out to Wayne.
Elizabeth never died. She just transformed. She was born in the first century with all spark and created Autobots, transformed and rolled out Q Optimus. I don't know what he's talking about, but okay.
We
Him
gonna
went
read these,
off.
we gonna start reading these comments to ourselves.
Okay, Choctaw. I don't know, bro.
Hey, so
Shout out
look,
to Swan with the $5 super sticker. I appreciate y'all, sir.
yes, sir. So, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, man. I can't put all the comments. I can't highlight all of them, but if you send a super chat, I'm gonna definitely put your comment up there. So make sure it's something like really, 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 really smart because it's gonna be shown in front of a whole bunch of people. But yo, man, let's go. I mean, let's finish talking about it, man. Like, I think one of the things that's most perplexing about the Cowboys, and not even just about the Cowboys, is this, man. You know, you have teams that got further than us that are already, you know, they're not waiting and they're not waiting to like week 2. Like the Cowboys are gonna get busy, but I'm gonna tell you this right now: we don't go shopping until, like, honestly, to about I say the Cowboys, they're gonna go shopping outside of Dallas probably like week 2. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be our week to start talking, start reading. But I mean, it's crazy to see moves like this go across the airways, man.
Do you want to know something even crazier?
Go ahead.
The 49ers only had $3 million in cap space when they signed Javon Hargrave.
So and all we gonna say is, do we got money? What about the money? What about
I think the one positive thing you can say about it is, shoot, the Eagles definitely
took a step back.
Took a step back, and guess what? The cool thing about the game is they still got dominoes.
I'm about to say, not really, bro. They probably expect.
Oh, hey, shout out to Taiwan for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, brother.
They probably expect Jordan Davis to step up in year 2. Like, they really didn't lose nothing for real, bro.
Hey, think about this.
They lost 11 sacks.
Exactly, they did.
Well, yeah. They had 50 of them motherfuckers.
So maybe they only had 39 this year, right?
them 11 sacks could be the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the thing about it is, you know, for the Eagles, but I'm gonna tell you the cool thing about the Eagles is, and I ain't trying to say nothing positive about them, is the Eagles will make a move to kind of not necessarily say that we're gonna replace him with this, but they're not gonna, from their organization or just from what I've seen from him, he's not just gonna wait and just hope that the next guy behind him, they're gonna throw something at that table. I mean, they were doing it all through the season. Now the Dallas Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, on the other hand, a move like this, man, you know, the Cowboys, we definitely everybody put it in the comment box. What do you think Jerry Jones would have did? What would have been his statement? Stephen Jones. His statement would have been something that goes like this: we believe strongly in our guys.
We like our guys.
We like our guys. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just sick of liking the guys. I want us to have to love a move we make, love a pair we create. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sick of this, man. I mean, they just like everybody.
I mean, how do you really like your guys and you're finna let Dalton Schultz walk, who was your guy? You're finna let Donovan Wilson walk, who is your guy. And I'm not even very high on Leighton Vander Esch, but you're finna probably let him walk, who is supposed to be your guy. So how do you really come to the table and say you like your guys, but you're finna let some of your better players who are your guys walk out the door? So I don't even understand that, acknowledge that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this: the cool thing about the game is the Cowboys don't really view anybody like that, because I can't remember any Dallas Cowboy player that has really gotten like signed that, you know what I'm saying? They'll sign like CJ Goodwin. Like he'll be like watch, the first person the Cowboys sign is gonna be some random, like, what? Watch. The first
Noah Brown returning to the Cowboys.
Like, watch. The first person they sign is gonna be some weird, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they always do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even, listen to me. I'm not expecting big name free agents. The only thing I'm expecting is the Dallas Cowboys to at least throw something at the reason why we lost last year. Like, you know, I'm not saying you can replace the whole guard. I'm not saying you can, I know the Cowboys are not going to go give anybody that's not a Dallas Cowboy $80 million. They ain't even thinking about people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think the Dallas Cowboys watching us. Jerry Jones, I don't think they watch enough football outside of Dallas to be even considering giving someone, you know what I'm saying, $80 million, $90 million. I just don't see that ever happening in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you haven't locked up your own guys. Now, I'm going to tell you something else that the 49ers are also doing, too, is they're taking advantage of the fact that their quarterbacks are on rookie contracts right now. And when you have the most expensive position in all of football and you're only paying like peanuts for it, you know what I'm saying? That allows you to be able to make moves. Now, people are going to say, well, damn, West Coast, are you taking a shot at Dak Prescott? No, I'm saying, why didn't the Dallas Cowboys do this 2016, 17, 18, 19? Like the Dallas Cowboys, we should have been the 49ers for those 4 years. Why? Because Dak was making no money and he was playing at a top level.
This finna piss you off right here too, cause
I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on. Go ahead and talk.
Look, we finna miss the next boat like that. We missing the next one. Cause look, I just said this on I think that was Lost Show yesterday. I called in. Man, we for $17 million all together as a cap hit. You got Trayvon Diggs, you got Michael Parsons, you got CeeDee Lamb, and you got a starting left tackle. You think them players gonna ever be that cheap?
Nope.
Ever again?
Nope.
You will never. Will McClay got you all that for $17 million, bro. Come on, man. And y'all sitting up here scared to spend some money now? That's craziness. You missed the boat with Dak. You know what I'm saying? You was nowhere near as aggressive as you probably should have been with Dak Prescott. You missed that. So now you got a top 5 player in the league. You got a top 5 cornerback, top 10 wide receiver, and a starting left tackle in this league for $17 million, and you still scared to spend some money? They never gonna spend no money.
Does it seem likely, does it?
And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, man. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I see this is my thing right here. I'm gonna ask you guys this. Who is someone that you want to hear getting signed today right out the gate? Like, who is somebody that you feel right now Cowboys got to get a deal done?
Bobby
Wagner, Donovan Wilson. Like you gotta, if you say you like your guys, at least keep the best one of your guys. Donovan Wilson had over 100 tackles for you. If I'm not mistaken, he led your league and led your team in tackles. He was like 3rd on your team in sacks. Right. So you really don't want to let that production walk out the door. So even if you wanted to stick to that mantra, we like our guys, at least sign Dunno back. But like he said, an outside contributor who was a free agent right now, who we know wants to be a Dallas Cowboy, is Bobby Wagner. Right, so listen. I know y'all play sports. Like nothing is easier than a layup when you're out there hooping. Like you take the easy ones. And Bobby
like
Wagner's layup.
Patrick Peterson asking to be a Cowboy, basically. You know what I'm saying? I would sign Patrick Peterson, bro. We asking him to be a cornerback too. I think he can handle that.
I mean, this is my thing right here, right? At the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys need to. Like, I didn't like the fact that I heard, because, like, listen to me. First off, the report about Dalton Schultz turning down a major deal, we all knew that was cap. You know what I'm saying? We all knew that was cap. Jane Slater has come out. Mike Fisher has all come out. You know, have all said that the Dallas Cowboys have not offered deals to anybody. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. To me, that is a organizational tactic. Like, they are already, like, the Dallas Cowboys are literally like your insurance company. Like, when you submit a claim, what is the first thing they're going to say? No. You know what I'm saying? Right out the gate, even if it's real or even if it's fake. That's just their standard default. I think the Dallas Cowboys, like, there is a reason why the Dallas Cowboys are not, like, I think they came together and said, hey, we are not talking to anybody until week 2. Why? Because then that allows your players to go out there. Like, at the end, and I'm going to tell y'all this right here, like, do the Cowboys really value their own players? No. The only person that the Dallas Cowboys has shown me that they really value is Tony Pollard. And that's why, because they put the franchise tag on him. Now, it's crazy because think about this. You guys are saying, why is Zeke still on this team? Why is Zeke still on this team? Oh, you know, why haven't they done anything with Zeke? Well, think about this. The Dallas Cowboys just actually showed you that they value the running back position. Why? Because they gave $10 million to it. You know what I'm saying? So that makes me feel, and for all y'all folks that don't want Zeke on this team, it definitely makes me feel like the Dallas Cowboys definitely want to find a way to keep Zeke on this team. Maybe they also value those 12 touchdowns that he gave. And you got to think like this. You gotta feel like this. Whenever you talk about Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, you got to ask yourself like this. Do the Dallas Cowboys view Tony Pollard as a every down back so that they can go back to a one-back system? Because if you don't, guess what? You're going to be playing 2 running backs regardless. And think about this, man. The teams that you're going to have to beat, Let's just be real. The San Francisco's of 49ers, all the teams that we're going to have to play and be in the playoff situations are teams that are going to have to be able to what? You're going to have to run the ball, man. And on that opposite end, guess what you're also going to have to do? You're going to have to be able to stop the run. So it's like keeping the best running back core that you can is your major priority. Then on defense, you have to solidify that by keeping the guys that honestly help you stop the run. Like right now, until I don't want to say this. Listen, if you realistically, you might want to offer LVE a 1-year deal. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you don't get Bobby Wagner, bro, you better have something behind him. And the only reason why I'm saying give him a 1-year deal is because honestly, I think he'll do it. Like he's already did weird stuff with his contract. Like this dude literally let the Dallas Cowboys turn down his 5th-year option, which would have paid him $11 million to come back on the exact same year and sign a $3 million contract. He took less money than Keanu Neal. Keanu Neal got paid $5 million to pretend to be a linebacker. LVE signed a $3 million contract to be a linebacker. I'm sorry. You feel me? Like, listen to me. If you got, there's not too many. We all got them people in our life. I ain't gonna say they let you get over them, but we all got them people in our life that let you get a little more than the next. You know what I'm saying? You need to keep them people in your life. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just, you feel me? Because think about this. If the Dallas Cowboys shoot for the stars and don't get Bobby Wagner, bruh, do you think they're gonna go get the next best thing? No. Your starting linebackers are gonna be Luke Gilliford. He gonna be the first person to get signed. Watch. Luke Gilliford is gonna be Damone Clark.
You just want us to be pissed off today, don't you?
Listen to me. My bad. Listen to me. I love the Cowboys, but listen to when I say this. I love the Cowboys, but I know the Cowboys. I love them.
Facts.
They like my kids. I love them. Listen, you walk in the house, something's broke. You got 5 kids. Right off the muscle, you know who did it.
Yeah.
I know them and them don't do that. Why? Because they'll never be in here. You know what I'm saying? The other day, I told everybody in my house, I said, everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. I said, I went to my baby. I said, Kyron, what happened?
You know who gonna tell, too.
Yeah. Kyron, what happened? Talk to me, y'all.
All right. Yeah, man, it's really sad. It seems like that's exactly what's finna happen. When it comes to LVE, you know, I ain't too opposed to it, you know what I'm saying? But you got the linebacking room is ridiculous right now. Like, not the room, but the free agency market. It's linebackers everywhere, man. So if you choose to pay LVE that, you probably could have got more bang for your buck. But
Devin Bush, Tremaine Edmonds.
You got Kendricks out there. You got a lot of people out there.
So maybe we should, like, so fellas. So how about this? We love Bobby Wagner, but Bobby Wagner is Gucci. Okay.
And we can afford what?
We can actually afford Gucci. We just not going on that side of town today. I think this is what we're gonna do. Let's start compiling a list of linebackers that aren't Bobby Wagner, but are still, you know,
LVE.
Yeah, better than LVE. Like, what are some
Kendricks?
Devin Bush, Deion Jones.
What about that boy from Tampa Bay?
Devontae David.
He played with Dan Quinn in Seattle, and he played. Didn't he play with? I think he played for him in Seattle. No,
he older, right? Kendrick's older too, I believe.
Eric Kendrick's is like 31.
Oh, okay.
Like he's like a year younger than Bobby Wagner. He came in 2015. Yeah, he's 31.
Now, I'll tell you this right now. Every linebacker that we talk about is gonna be like meeting a girl online. She gonna have a fatal flaw. There's gonna be something wrong with them. Because listen to me. If it wasn't something wrong with him, they'd be in a better situation. So we not about to. But we all know he's
old. He's old. No,
of course he's old. They're all old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they damage goods to a certain degree.
But you got to remember at this moment too, if Bobby Wagner, I'm looking at maybe signing him for a 3-year deal, keeping him on his team so that problem's fixed. These other guys, these are band-aids. Like these are band-aids. These are guys I'm gonna sign 1-year deal, 2 at the most. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, use them to bridge me to somebody else. Because your linebacker core, I think your rookies from last year, they need one more. They need at least another year.
You ain't ready to see Damone?
Not 17 games.
Damone need the off season.
Yeah, not 17 games. I'm not.
It's
And
risky. It's risky.
And then I'm not trying to see the moment in middle linebacker just yet, because this is the mental aspect of the middle linebacker position that I don't think he's ready for. Physically, I think he'll be fine. Mentally, he gonna have to get folks lined up. He has to understand how the offense is going to attack the defensive coverage he's in.
They said the
Like
Raiders just
everything.
signed Jimmy G. I wonder, is that true?
I'm finna look.
I mean, if they did, if the Raiders did sign Jimmy G, I mean, they better sign another quarterback too, because Jimmy G will be on the sidelines at some point.
Yeah, he get hurt. But yeah, I mean,
the
I ain't
Raiders
really tripping too bad off of LVE.
Yeah, the Raiders. I'm gonna tell you, the Raiders were. It's gonna be hard to attract a quarterback to Oakland as long as you got to play Patrick Mahomes 2 times a year and he's winning like 13, 14 games. I think that's why Aaron Rodgers didn't want to go there. He's like, man, I'm cool.
I'll go to the Jets.
Nah,
that's why Aaron Rodgers said he would rather go to the Jets, I guess.
Yeah, like he's like, that's an easier route. You know,
and you got the Chargers over there. They whole division is crazy.
Yeah, and listen, Russell Wilson had a bad year, but he's still Russell Wilson.
And they still got a squad over there too.
Austin Eckler is requesting a trade.
Yes, he did.
He seen Kellen Moore coming and said, no, sir. He finished watching that Cowboys film, and he said, no, my career would be in shambles.
I mean, he's a running back that had over 100 catches. Of course, he was feel that way with Kellen Moore.
He said, that boy said, man, if Zeke and if you did, I saw what you did with Tony Pollard and Zeke. Nope, not me, brother. Not me.
That is true. That is true, though. The Raiders are closing in on a deal with Jimmy Garoppolo. It's not done, but it's just about done.
He says, Mike says, so we're going to pretend that Jerry Jones is not the curse of the Dallas Cowboys. Listen to me. I don't really think this is Jerry Jones. Keep it real with you, man, because I think Jerry Jones is really like that man that always kind of says what he wants to do. But I honestly think in a weird situation, and guess what? This doesn't happen in most households because the damn show don't happen in mine. I really think that he has bequeathed some of this authority over to his son, and I think he really is letting Stephen Jones. I mean, and that's probably the proper way to hand off a business. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just hand off a business when you die. You know what I'm saying? You want them to hand off a business while you're, you know what I'm saying, moving and shaking. But
shout out to Matt Batten with the $2 super chat, man.
Shout out, Matt. What's up with you, boy? You know what I'm saying? But I think these moves are more in line with what I think Stephen Jones is doing, because Stephen Jones has always been about the cap. And this is my thing about Stephen Jones. Like, you got to think like this. Stephen Jones, technically, he's never won a Super Bowl as in his position that he's in right now. When Stephen Jones won a Super Bowl 26 years with the rest of us, Stephen Jones was his daddy's son. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never so if you really think about it, Stephen Jones his way has not, it ain't worked either. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's what I was saying. Like, a lot of people saying we don't need no free agent, bro. Yes, we do.
Who is saying that?
It's a lot of foolishness going on on Twitter. It's a lot of foolishness going on Twitter. That people saying that we being thirsty.
People with a platform that don't know nothing.
I told my people today, I said, bro, we got the right to feel like we missed out, fear missing out on what's his name, Ramsey. Cause we could have did that too. We could have gave them a third, bro. Like, I ain't finna be mad at my people for saying that, because it's true. The Cowboys could have did the same thing. We could have gave up a third round pick and shit. Peyton Hendershot, Kewen, whatever his name, Sean McEwen. We could have did that too. Them boys got a practice squad guy. So it's no shame on our fan base for saying we could have did that too, because it's true.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, we got plenty of holes on this football team that we need to be filling, and they over here dragging their feet. And the fans need to hold them accountable.
And listen, cornerback was a position you needed. We had 7 guys that played cornerback 2 for us. 7 different players lined up at the other outside corner for you. Like, they moved to Ron Bland over there. It did not work. He was better as a slot. They had the boy Boss Man Fat over there. Gave up 2 touchdowns in a damn quarter. Right? They had Sean Wright over there. That didn't work. They had the Mullen boy over there. It didn't work. They signed dude after retirement home. What's the boy name? Used to play for the Vikings. Y'all know Xavier Rhodes. Yeah, they signed Xavier Rhodes. That didn't work. Right? So, like, there's a rotating door over there. Anthony Brown when he was healthy before he got hurt. So
we said, if you want to know what the team need, watch their behavior. And that's what he ain't telling you. They behavior. They did all of that for a cornerback, and then now they still won't go get one.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right here. The real reason why I think the Dallas Cowboys were not interested in Jalen Ramsey is because how are you going to tell Trayvon Diggs that you don't have money to sign him this year? because of blah, 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 blah. Well, I mean, this is the thing. If you're telling Trevon Diggs you don't have money to sign him, you're hoping he doesn't have the internet. Like, that's the only way that you're telling Trevon Diggs. Yeah, Trevon, hey Diggs, listen. Don't believe what the internet is telling you. No. Like what Kodak Black say, all that money you see me on Instagrams, that is prop money. I
it is
am
not
broke.
real.
That is not real.
Like Dirk said, this is not real.
This is not real money. This is prop money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless he's but I mean, my question to the Cowboys is like, what are you telling Diggs right now? You want to know what you're telling him? Nothing. You're not telling him anything. You know what I'm saying?
You know how we say in the household, I tell Diggs to mind his business. With this grown folk business. We trying to get this team together, man. Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm gonna get to you when I get to you, sir. You know what I'm saying? Cause we got other things to do too. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like when you go get some money out the bank and your daughter up there like, well, can I thought you said we couldn't get no man. I thought you ain't have no man. This is for bills, daughter. This is for bills. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to mind his business because if we would have signed Ramsey, we could have had a dominant secondary that quick.
Easily.
That quick.
And my boy, too broke to pay attention, says West Coast, we can deal with that later. Man, I hope you talking about the same thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're trying to win a Super Bowl. We're talking about the
Cap.
Cap.
Super Bowl right now. I don't give a damn about cap. None of that, man. Listen to me. My take on the salary cap is this. If you're so good with it, burn it up and redo it again. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's all I'm saying, like that's what I was learning. Like what they say in the trap, man. Hey, man, it's all about your re-up game. You know what I'm saying? Like you always gonna take a L. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about how you get it back. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stretch them things out too. Yeah, you can stretch them out too.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you got to think like this. The salary cap goes up every single year. So you should be doing deals projecting that the cap is going to go up. Like, hey, we might be over the cap this, but the cap went up $17 million this year. Guess what? The NFL is going to make more money this year. Why? Because games and everything get bigger every year. Hey, listen to me. If do NFL tickets go up every year? Yes. Okay, well, the cap is going up every year. There you go. I promise you right now, you're not going to be able to buy a Dallas Cowboy ticket for the same price you bought it for last year. Want to know why?
He gave you a few bucks, West Coast.
Huh?
Matt.
Hey, man, my bad, man. Shout out my boy Matt with the $2 super chat, man. Hey, man, I be snapping, man. I'm looking at the producer site, and it makes the super chats the same color as the regular thing. I got to figure out a way to change so I can like really see it. But appreciate you, man. I ain't forgetting about you, boy.
Shout out to B-Bird, man, over here trolling me. He wanted me to be sad. He wanted me to be sad already earlier today. He said, breaking news, the Cowboys in talks with Noah Brown. Man, don't do me like that.
Quit playing with the church's money, man.
B-Bird, you got to quit doing me like that, man. I'm already sad enough, sir.
But listen to me. I made a
What's up, Joe Trenchana?
I made a gang of content on the Dallas Cowboys being interested in trading for trading in Jalen Ramsey and DeAndre Hopkins. But keeping it real, I 100% believe that Jalen Ramsey trade is a foreshadowing of the DeAndre Hopkins trade. Like the Cowboys are not going like this close to the draft. They're not giving away draft picks. And to be honest with you, it's almost like a double-edged sword because we just said that they believe in their guys. Bro, they believe Hendershot is going to be the next Jason Witten, bro. There's no way there. In Jerry Jones's mind, there's no way we're trading away the next Jason Witten.
Look, exactly what they're going to do is they're going to be like, we was just that close. I'm talking about the ink and the pen just ran out right before the end of free agency, and we couldn't sign a deal. That's what they're gonna tell us. That's what they're gonna tell us.
It was $4.59. The contract came through.
We was this close to trade for DK Metcalf. We was this close, and it just didn't happen.
Then the fax machine didn't work. You remember they sold us that shit?
Oh, yes. No, they said no.
They said the pen ran out of ink. Then
yes, no, they said they submitted it wrong or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. So you mean we missed out on a whole trade?
They just said the same thing about Cooks and Judy the last year. So, like, man, I don't want to hear that. They're gonna say at the very last second that they couldn't get it done. They ran out of time.
I swear we done.
I mean, I see it like this though, man. Free agency, so it's starting today. Listen, Cowboys, you can still do some things to put a smile on my face. Sign Donovan Wilson, get him signed. I know there's some foolishness on Twitter right now. That's some folks running around, saying crazy stuff. But listen to me. Sign Donovan Wilson. Why you need to sign Donovan Wilson? Why? Because he is your pseudo linebacker and safety all at the same time. J-Ron Curse playing at that position. Can he do it? Yes, he can do it, but he will get hurt.
Hey, I have some breaking news. We just lost Connor McGovern.
What? Where you go to?
The Bills.
Connor McGovern to the Bills. Now, guess what? This now, I'm gonna tell you this right here. This now changes what you do. Move Tyler Smith back to guard, bruh.
Absolutely.
You have no choice.
Move him back to guard, bruh.
Now you got to back up.
Back to guard.
Go on, re-sign Jason Peters if he ain't trying to retire. And now you got to back up left
You know what?
You good.
I love when stuff like this happens because it prevents us from making a bad decision.
It worked itself out.
Would have been what? Us re-signing him at guard.
Yeah, it works itself out. Yeah.
He got decent money too. He got let me see if I can go back and find this shit.
3 years, $23 million. B Bird just said.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, 3 years, $23 million.
Wow. I was sick of him anyway. I was absolutely sick of him because I felt like he put too much pressure on the center. Tyler Biadasz ain't the greatest center in the world already, and he got to worry about helping him too much. Like, man, just do what the common sense thing to do. We're going to pray. We're going to do a collective Cowboy prayer right now that Tyron Smith stays healthy all year. You know what I'm saying? Bow our heads. Then we're going to move Tyler Smith back to the left guard, and we good. We're going to boogie.
Calvin Watkins said that the Cowboys probably will not bring back Noah Brown either.
Oh.
Thank God.
We need about 6 wide receivers.
I mean, this is my thing, right? I ain't gonna get on my Noah Brown because Noah Brown, what up, Matt? Appreciate you. Noah Brown was what Noah Brown was. Like, you can't get mad at Noah Brown for taking advantage of his opportunity. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Noah Brown gave us the best version of Noah Brown. It's not our fault that we want something better than Noah Brown. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. As Noah Brown is my 5th wide receiver, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Matt with the $2 super
I mean, my thing is this: Noah Brown should not be even a guy that should be talked about on January for what is it, March 13th on the first day of training camp. I mean, free agency. His name should not be coming up at all, like in no conversation.
Yeah, like, shout out to Matt with the $2 super chat. He said, Donald Wagner, good wide receiver, put a smile on my face. I'm with you, Matt. I'm with you. Sign Donald and Wagner and give me a receiver. I'm good.
Yikes. He says not trying to play ring around the rosy. Hey, listen to me. This is the thing y'all gonna have to understand. Like, for all y'all, like, and I know it's hard to believe, oh, you know, Tyron always gets hurt, you know, blase, but I'm gonna tell you this. This is the Dallas Cowboys sacrificed damn near a whole season last year to make sure that he was healthy. Now, the Cowboys ain't never did, you know what I'm saying, never put themselves in that position. So one would like to hope that this year should be different. You know what I'm saying? Because they sacrificed damn near 12 games. You know what I'm saying? To ensure that he was 100% healthy. And when he came back, he was 100% healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to Dwayne Brown for the $10 donation. I appreciate you, my brother.
Shout out to you, Dwayne Brown. We appreciate you, sir. Hey, it's so funny. Danny Savage said, if anyone thinks Tyron won't get hurt in the preseason, intro me to they plug. Don't do that, Danny. Don't be like that, man.
It's okay, and I get it. I was down on Tyron too, but when you think about what you have right now, like, he gives you your best option. Like, I was down too, but when I really sat back and thought about what the hell else we got at left tackle, like, we can either trust Tyler Smith, who was shaky at best, or 40-year-old Jason Peters, who you still have to re-sign. So, you know, I'll rock with Tyron. Like, I believe, like, when he's healthy, he's still one of those guys. But, you know, like you said, I understand he hasn't played a lot of games, but this is what we got to do right now. If there was a better option, I would say so. But, you know, right now, like, Tyron Smith is the guy. And, you know, you should rest on your morals and know that when he's out there, you have one of the better lines of football when all those guys are out there. So that's what we got to just go to sleep knowing.
Hey, and also stop being that weird Cowboy fan that's saying Tyron's gonna get hurt. Like, I believe in positive and negative affirmation. Like, are you really wishing that on your left guard that's probably gonna be protecting your quarterback? Like Cowboy, listen to me, Cowboy Nation. I get it. Like, I get it. But at some point, we got to choose to stop being weird. Like, listen to me.
Lance said Tyron can't even bend over.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this, like, right here. Like you're talking about injury. You're not talking about gameplay. Like, I'm gonna tell you, you could have a healthy ass left tackle right now that ain't nearly as good. You know what? I will take my chances with the injured player.
Raiders just signed Jimmy G for $67 million, 3
That's
years.
I hold up real quick. And I'm gonna tell you.
Check that.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you why I'll take my chances with Tyron Smith on the injury, because my question is this: whoever you think should be playing for him, just make him your backup. And if Tyron Smith gets hurt, bring that guy in. like that's the weird thing that I don't understand about Cowboy fans. Like, if you think Tyron Smith's gonna get hurt, have a backup. And if he gets hurt, the backup was gonna play anyway. So what's the difference? Like, if Tyron Smith, I'm gonna ask you guys a question right now. If Tyron Smith isn't playing, then the best case scenario is this: Tyron Smith stays healthy. You have him at left tackle. You have probably one of the best guards in football. You have 2 guards surrounding your center now who can actually play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Dwayne said, like we can.
Hey, shout out my boy Brown with the $10 CashApp too. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, if we can get 10 games out of Tyron in the playoffs, like, we're good. Like, they'll probably listen. Yeah. Listen, he may not play all the games, but as long as he's available when we actually need him, I'm cool.
Thanks. And that's think about this. That's the real. Because think about this, Dak. How many games did Dak miss last year? Dak missed 5 games, and you were still a what 12 win team. Still went to the second round of the playoffs. Like, the most important thing for Tyron, honestly, and I'm gonna keep it real, I wouldn't even be mad if the Dallas Cowboys didn't play him the first 6 games of the season. You want to know why? Because he's taking less money. Like, think about this. You're gonna listen. If you're gonna ask Tyron Smith to be Tyron Smith and be at the left tackle position, then technically he should get paid whatever he's supposed to get paid because he's Tyron Smith. But if you're gonna ask Tyron Smith to take less money and be left tackle, guess what? I don't have to ensure that he plays in the playoffs, man. I have no problem with Tyron Smith missing the first 6 games of the season. No problem.
Speaking of Tyron Smith, like, they're still trying to work out. Yeah, they're still trying to work out a restructure with him. They're trying to work out a restructure with Zeke, right? They're like, they can actually restructure DeMarcus Lawrence too. Like, the Dallas Cowboys can still theoretically clear over $40 million in cap space, but I don't want
they already have.
Yeah, we already have cap space, and we can clear like almost 40 million more. Like, we can get up to like $50 million in cap space. So, I don't want anybody to, when you see other teams making moves, like, there's no reason Dallas Cowboys can't do it, right? You don't even have to be under the salary cap to make a move right now. You only have to be under the salary cap, when free agency started. So you still have to Wednesday to work the numbers out.
We probably should just restructure the Tank or something, man.
Yeah,
y'all want to extend them?
No, man, you can restructure Tank.
You just extended him last year.
Yeah.
So you'd be extending on top of an extension. He ain't gonna put it no.
That $26 million, that's looks ugly.
But it's the thing, right? When you have like big old caps like that, there's already an agreement that that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think there's I think the Cowboys are just gonna flip that lever when they need it. Like, right now, you got to think like this: the Cowboys, to a degree, are trying to make their players believe they don't have money. So guess what? They gotta, they can't flip every liver, because guess what? Then you'll have all this money. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're lying to players and saying that you don't have money, and they can just look at your bank account and be like, bro, you do have money. You got to have that money tied up somehow. You know what I'm saying? So It's kind of like the Dak Prescott. Like 2 weeks ago, they were just lying to us, telling us what? Oh my God, Dak Prescott's contract is the reason why this or that. Listen, for all y'all folks that's Googling when the last time Tyron Smith played a full season, Google when the last time your quarterback played a full season. I'm just being real with you. If you're gonna go across the line, Google. There hasn't been there. Google when the last time your quarterback played a full season.
Danny Savage. It doesn't matter if the money is guaranteed. Restructure is just an accounting thing, because they just restructured Deshaun Watson and cleared $36 million in cap space. So even if the money's guaranteed, it's just going to be on the paycheck. It's going to be listed different, because they're going to say, like, this is a bonus. This is your regular salary. That's all it's going to do.
And a guaranteed money. Listen to me. The guarantee only guarantees that you got to guarantee to give them the money. That's it. That's it. And that's the only thing the guarantee does. The guarantee doesn't dictate when they get it. It just guarantees that the Dallas Cowboys have to give them $100 million or blase. That's why when players get cut, they still have to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Typically, that's why teams don't want to release players until there's no guarantee money on the contract, because you don't want to eat no money.
That's how you end up with dead money.
Exactly. That's how you end up with dead money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like I was saying, like literally 2 weeks ago, Like literally 2 weeks ago, the Dallas Cowboys were literally saying what? They were saying that Dak Prescott contract was the reason. And guess what? What did they do with that same contract? And Dak even let you guys on a. It's funny because you can tell that these players are also getting irritated with the nation with Jerry Jones because Dak literally said like he goes, the way Stephen Jones is doing things, you might have to just wake up and it be done. Like he literally said that out of his mouth. Like, yeah.
Dallas Cowboys for you 2NV says Cowboys need to restructure. Me as a fan, I've been riding with the team. I feel you, but boy, that's just crazy. But I was just looking at it, man. We look at the last free agents we did that was noteworthy in 2022 and 2021, bro. It looks crazy. Like with the biggest contract we did in the last 5 years looked like it was Jerry McCoy at 18 million. And then you got Allen Hurns at 12 million. So that's why they looking so scared right now. Like they got nothing from neither one of those players. But like you get what you pay for. Look at the player to begin with. Jerry McCoy was on the last end of his career. Allen Hurns was always like a wide receiver 2 at best. And you paid him. And you got nothing. Well, Allen Hurns got hurt. That was that wide receiver by committee type stuff they were trying to do. But
yeah,
they gunshot, y'all. They gunshot.
And McCoy didn't play a single game for you.
Not one game.
So you didn't get anything out of McCoy. And then listen, we looked at that list, landlord. Like you only got anything out of like 3 of those guys. You got something out of J-Run Curse. You got a little bit out of Randall Cobb, even though he was only here for a year. And then who else was it that we signed?
You also signed that boy Worley, cut him in the middle of the season. You cut that boy
Poe, Terry Poe.
Oh my God, man. I knew he was bad. Listen to me. First game, it took this dude 15 minutes to walk from his car inside the AT&T Stadium. like you can literally on my live, bro. I'm thinking and he rose up and listen to me. This dude got one of them big old gangster phantoms, like the biggest Bentley you've ever seen in your life. So it's noticeable. It took the dude 15 minutes, bro. Most people got a little pep in your step walking in again. It took the dude 15 minutes. I was thinking in my head, oh my God.
Shout out to B Bird with the $2 super chat. He says Brandon Carr was the last free agent we signed in 2012.
Yeah, with big one. Yeah,
I was just looking at the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing about it is the Cowboys probably feel like they get burned with these free agents. We don't know why, because you don't sign the obvious free agents. Like, go sign obvious free agents. Like
I just said, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, like go sign the obvious ones. Go ahead.
Go actually spend some money. Know what I'm saying? You going to the basement to shop. That's not what you do.
You're hoping that guys like
you going to a garage sale.
Shout
you know
out,
what I'm saying? Shout out to Matt with the $2 super chat. He says, that's true, but I always got to take shots though, guys. That's what we saying. They gunshot, Matt. And that's what we blaming them for that. We blaming them because, like we said, look at the quality of people you shopping with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going after real legitimate prospects like that. You going after some goofy stuff.
Yeah,
you going in a store that look like they got, you know what I'm saying? You going into the store that look like it's shut down. They got wood. You know what I'm saying? Got wood all over the windows and stuff, and you going in another shop. Like, nah,
man,
bro.
They out here shopping at the flea market in Memphis. You ever been? You know what I'm talking about? Them Africans be running around selling knockoff Jordans.
You know what I'm saying? You going to a bad store to begin with. So you ain't gonna get nothing but the bad stuff and cheap deals.
Yeah. And hey, I'm gonna tell you guys, listen to me. I know, people keep on putting in the comments, Jalen Ramsey wanted a new contract. Listen to me. Good players always want new contracts, but new contract. Listen, why are we afraid? Like, that's the thing that's just crazy with me, with Cowboy fan and the Cowboy Nation. Is like, I don't think we're all in until we stop having these conversations about money so much. Like, we talk, and it's like we are so up to date on the money and the nuances and the cap and all this stuff. Why? Where other teams are just focused on winning. Like, yeah. I'm pretty sure the average Chief fan doesn't know the salary cap as well as the average Cowboy fan. Like, I just feel like
Cowboy turned all us into accountants.
Boy, what?
That's what he did.
We capologists in the star, boy.
Everybody to accountants in Cowboy Nation. It's sad.
I would really like to sit down. I would shout out B Bird. I would really like to sit down with a Chiefs fan and really talk to them about their knowledge of the salary cap. I'm pretty sure it's very, very trivial. Like, yeah, man, I think it's like a ceiling you can't go over.
Oh man.
Yeah, shout out to
Hey,
Big Bird. He made a good analogy on Sky Show. I heard that he was talking about he told his little girl to swing this time. The Cowboys scared to take a swing, sir. Yeah, so I
man,
appreciate that.
speaking of taking a swing, the Chiefs are actively trying to trade for Laramie Tunsil now. Left tackle from the Texans. They are going to let Orlando Brown walk, look like.
Think about this now. Before we get mad, listen to this. The Super Bowl champions are trying to make a deal. Think about that.
Trying to upgrade a position.
They still out here trying to do something. Our squad is over here twiddling their thumbs.
Because they don't give a damn. Listen to me. When you winning Super Bowls and you having parades and you see all that money that you make for the city and all that influx, bro, you don't give a damn about no salary cap, bro. You don't care about that, bro. You don't care about that. You know what I'm saying?
Chiefs just re-signed another. Damn, I don't mean to cut you out, but Chiefs just signed another tackle, Jawan Taylor, to a 4-year, $80 million deal. They're letting their other guy walk. The other guy signed with the Commanders. They're starting right tackle from the Super Bowl this year, and they just signed a better tackle in Taylor.
The Cowboys go in the store and look at every single price tag. Everyone. And they in a cheap store to begin with. They still looking at every tag.
Before they even look at the shirt, bro. You ain't even looked at the shirt. The first thing they do is go to the bottom and look for that price tag. How much?
Look, what make you mad though, Wes, they looking at every price tag, right? But you already in Dollar General. You in Family Dollar. You already in the bad store. Like, you looking at every price.
Like you in the dollar store looking for the stuff that 50 cents.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate your man.
Now that's $1.30 right there.
But think about this though, man. Think about this: the Super Bowl champions, right? They just won the Super Bowl with this very line. Then they turned around and said, "Nah, I don't think so." And they're signing 2 other tackles to take the place of the tackle they just won the Super Bowl with. Just put that into perspective. Like, they still think they can be better along the offensive line or trying to make moves to do so.
Shout out to Dwayne Brown with the $2 super chat. He said the Chiefs are paying the city back for their support. When they owe us big time, Mr. Dwayne Brown. They owe us. They owe us. Don't nobody rep for Cowboy Nation like we do, man. We got the best fans in the league, bro. No, by far. And we've been getting so short and shout chain. What we say in the South, we've been getting shout chains, man.
Yeah, I mean, I hope my hope honestly is I hope that I'm curious what Trevon Diggs is thinking right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Like, we can talk all this stuff about what we talk about, but if Trevon Diggs holds out on the Dallas Cowboys, life is gonna be weird. You want to know why? Because I don't think arrogantly, I think the Dallas Cowboys feel that they have it under control.
Chill Bill said, "Why the Cowboys go ahead?"
I laughed at that too. I tried to pay no attention. Yeah, look, the comments be killing me when I do a show with y'all because I be just reading like it be throwing me off. He said, "We don't even need no insiders. We ain't doing nothing." You know what I'm saying? You right, bro. You really right. And did you see what Giant Slater said?
She said she can just copy. She feels like she can just copy and paste.
That's sad, bro. That is sad.
Disturbing, actually.
I mean, and the cool thing about the game is it's like, we had this, man, it just, the teams that you have to beat, man. Like, you got, I've been saying this. Shout out to my boy, Crook Jackson. I've been saying this, man.
He's supposed to be in the trap though. With that,
we supposed to be we supposed to be focusing on beating the 49ers and advancing in the playoffs. Yeah. We're supposed to be focusing on winning one more game because we understand that 12 games was good, but it was also only good enough to have you playing on the road every game in the playoffs. Yeah. We're supposed to be building a team technically that's a 13-win team. Because a 13-win team is the only way you're going to guarantee in our division that you're what? We can't be hoping that the Eagles fall off. Why? Because what if they don't fall off? And what if Washington actually gets a freaking quarterback?
Look, man, this is what really makes you sad. When I told you we got all those great players with 17 million, right? The NFC is as wide as it been ever
gonna be, man.
This is the time to be aggressive, man. We can steal a Super Bowl for real. You know what I'm saying? Like we can really steal
or
a
at
Super
least
Bowl if we,
get to the Super Bowl because you can. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
yeah,
there's an argument you had the best quarterback in the division, into the conference now.
by far to me, the only ones you can even talk about is Jalen Hurts and who else?
Matthew
You might
Stafford, based
Matthew
on
Stafford,
based on winning.
Carr,
And
and
he might be out. He might be gone because they are actively shopping Matthew Stafford. And I'm gonna keep it real with you right now. I everything that I feel like Matthew Stafford's going to Washington.
Washington making moves like they just signed like two offensive linemen, so like something's happening.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. That's still our division. Man, you bring Matthew Stafford over there, we still whooping them. I feel like if they brought Lamar Jackson over there, we'll still be
I mean, I believe that too, but you know what that also does though? It puts more pressure because like we can beat them, but guess what? If they still like the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys this year, we was only 1 game difference. And I'm gonna tell you, like, I don't want man, yes, things are gonna be different in 2023. Yes, I believe it.
Teflon Breeze said we restructured contracts just to look at the cap space.
Facts, bro.
We rolled the money over this year. Like we rolled the money over. You remember we saved the money on Coop them and stuff. We had like 24 million, didn't it?
Yeah.
Then we just rolled it over and got some bargain basement guys. Like it's crazy, man.
And listen, for all the money they spent on signing like 12 guys to $1 million, $2 million deals, they could have went and got somebody.
Yeah.
We don't want them about 2 people, bro. Screw all that other stuff.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this about this. You know, the Washington Commanders, we say whatever we want to say, but the Washington Commanders did not get it. We're still in playoff contention to week 9 with Carson Wentz, man. Like, and listen to me. I believe that we can beat the Commanders, just like I believe that we can beat the Eagles. But I also don't want to be no situation where it's like we're 13-4 and they're 12, and you know what I'm saying? That mess get real tight around them parts. You feel me? Like we need some separation. Cause like let's just be real. Think about this, fellas. The best teams over the teams that are really building look like they're gonna be coming out of our division.
Yeah.
So these not even playoff, like it's about to go to the point in our division that every one of our division games is damn near gonna be a playoff game, because it ain't gonna be no situation where it's like, oh, we can just, because think about this. If you split with the Eagles and then they have the same record, then it comes down to, oh, did you beat this team at this place? Did you beat that team at this place? Did you beat this team? Oh, but they have a better conference record. That's what I'm saying. It's literally about to get to the point, and guess what? This is where, as much as I'm like getting all my like it's getting to the point where you're literally going to have to beat both. You're gonna have to sweep the division, because splitting with teams is not gonna be good enough if they can go out and still have a good enough team to beat everybody else. And that was the thing with the Giants. Like the Giants could beat everybody else except for who? The teams in their own division. Think about this: the Giants lost to us twice and got put out by the Eagles, but they went to Minnesota and beat their ass.
Shout out to Matt with the $2 super chat. He says Gallup and Tolbert are gonna help us win the Super Bowl.
I want to believe that.
He laughing. It's a joke.
Listen to me. Let's stop. Listen to me. Listen, fellas. And I know this today is a delay of lyrium, but at some point we going to listen to me. Them players that we be making fun of, we gonna, as much as y'all talking Tyron Smith, he gonna be hurt by week 12. If he hurt week 12, we all gonna be crying. I want you to Google that and make sure and screenshot that mix, because we got to put some positive affirmation on it, because real talk, the Cowboys are really about to do some impossible stuff. Like they really are going to ask Tyron Smith to play 17 games at some position. I don't know if it's left tackle.
They finna ask Jalen Tolbert to go for 1,000 yards.
Yes, they are. So listen, so some of this stuff that y'all making fun of, they're going to ask them to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, the thing that's really crazy though, like we sitting up here with cap space. It's teams making moves without cap space.
Like we said, 49ers only had $3 million. They only had $3 million when they signed this man to an $84 million contract.
The Saints didn't get nobody. The Saints didn't have no money and they signed Derek Carr. They had nothing.
Hey, you know what though? Listen to me. All that stuff I said about the division though, guess what, fellas? Thank Jesus we have that.
Yes, facts.
Listen,
because I'm still walking into.
You want to know why though? You want to know
like
why
we good?
Landlord, Penny, explain to them when I tell you guys that our division is the new hot spot. It's the new hangout cool spot to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And think about this. If you really think about, like, unfortunately, the East probably has the best core of quarterbacks in all the divisions. Like Patrick Mahomes, who does he have in his division? He has Jimmy G.
He got
Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson
Herbert.
can be Russell Wilson,
Herbert. They got decent quarterbacks.
They supposed to have the best division going in the last year, but
They
it
have
didn't
not.
work out like that.
But think about this. You got in our division, you got Dak, you got Jalen. I don't know about Daniel Jones, Craig.
I ain't gonna lie. When you said that, I'm like, I don't know about that. Will.
Like, nah, there's two quarterbacks in this division.
I had the whole lot. Look. I was like, I'm gonna have to back up on this one.
Let's go. Always keep it. I'm gonna always keep it 100.
Look, what's so crazy? Look, you know when there's some craziness going on, because me and him got quiet. We like,
I was finna see what Cub going with it.
I don't know about that one.
I want to see how he flipped this one.
Yeah. Because you be mind blowing a lot of times.
Hey,
like, you'll say some wild shit, then you'll break it back down to reality. I was like, let me see what he do this time.
I'm about to say he must have seen a trade we didn't see.
Hey, guess what though? I'm crying over here. But guess what though? The Giants paid him with the assumption that he is good and that he was good last year without talent.
All right, shout out to all these supers out the way real
Listen to me. Daniel Jones don't really got to be a good quarterback. Like, he was the best version of himself last year. Like, listen to me. The NFC East is the place to be. It's the place to be. If you are it almost seems like this. If you win the NFC East, you're probably going to be the number one team in the NFC.
Shout out to Matt Band with the $2 super chat.
Think about this, fellas. I'm gonna let you read. I'm gonna let you read that super chat after this. Think about this, fellas. The number one team in the NFC East, I mean, all of NFC was in your division, the Eagles. The number two team in the playoffs last year, you play them this year, the 49ers.
Yeah.
So if the playoffs set up the same way, the same type of teams, Cowboys, 49ers, Eagles, guess what? It's going to be very important that you would have beaten those teams, because that might be determined if you play at their house or if you play somewhere else. Go ahead, hit that super chat, my guy.
Yeah, shout out to Matt Band with the $2 super chat. He said, it's a joke, bro. I hope both of them calm down. Then Dwayne Morris says Steven is cheap and Dak catches all the heat. Yeah, he do. And Will McClay, everybody has the cover for Steven, look like. And shout out to Matt. He said it's a joke. I hope the best for them dudes. Yeah, we understand it's a joke, Matt. We already know.
Yeah, we were just playing. But yeah, I gotta go. I can't even lie to y'all. It's 1:26. I done stayed over. I need this day job.
We did the overtime. Yeah, we do.
All right, so let them. Hey, I'm gonna still rock for about 30, 40 more minutes. Well, not about 30, 40 minutes, about 30 more minutes. So let them know where they can catch y'all at, fellas.
Yeah, man, it's Henny DeMoore over here at HTM Sports. Just tap in with me, get that quality Cowboy content. But I'm out.
Already, man. But Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Everybody rocking with me, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge your card. I appreciate you, Wes.
Yes, sir. When you gonna be live again?
Probably tomorrow. You know, my time usually be like 11.
In the morning.
Yes, sir. In the morning time. So y'all come rock with me, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Cowboy Nation. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Hey, all of those guys should be dropping some type of content later on today. I know Henny got like I think he got like 2 videos in the chamber right now that he should be hitting. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, make sure you guys are, if you haven't already, make sure you guys are following their pages. That's Henny DeMoore over there on YouTube. And that's also Landlord from Alabama over there on YouTube as well. So make sure you guys are following those guys. And I'm gonna give you guys an update real quick on all the NFL transactions. Let me see if I can put them up here real quick. NFL transactions. Hey, listen to me. Listen, if we're hoping Tyron, listen to me. Is it weird to think that someone's not gonna get hurt? No, but I say it like this, man. We can't in a 17-game season, man. You have your quarterback doing the same thing, man. So The same faith that we gonna put on Dak Prescott to play 17 games, the same we gonna put on Tyron Smith. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Unfortunately, you gonna need to hope. Why? Because the Dallas Cowboys have already shown us that if someone does go down, man, they are not in the business of going out there and actively spending a whole lot of money to bring in replacements that we feel are at the same caliber. So it's like, man, if Tyron Smith can't play 17 games, man, I need suggestions in the comment box on what y'all think the Cowboys going to do, because the Dallas Cowboys are definitely about to put that out there and try to make that thing work. Let me see real quick. NFL transactions. Let me see. Okay, March 13th. Okay, we good. So Matt Boone, running back, signs 2-year contract with the Houston. Pull these up real quick. All right, so these are all the deals that have happened thus far. These are all the deals that have happened thus far. I'm gonna read out these deals that have happened so far. All right, so you have Mike Boone, running back, signed a 2-year deal with the Houston Texans. You have Nick Gates, guard. He just signed a 3-year deal, $16.5 million with the Washington Commanders. They just got themselves a new guard. Jawan Taylor, right tackle. He signed a 4-year, $80 million contract with the Kansas City Chiefs. He's making $20 million a year to God damn. And Tyron Smith only making like $9 million. That's crazy. Chase Witkowski, he signed with the defensive end. Okay. Let me see who else. Damn. Hey, former Dallas Cowboy cornerback Mike White just signed a 2-year deal with the Miami Dolphins. Andrew Wiley, he just signed. Connor McGovern just signed a 3-year deal, $23 million with the Buffalo Bills. Jimmy Garoppolo signs a 3-year, $67 million. It is amazing that Jimmy G is still getting money. It is just amazing. He signs a 3-year, $67 million deal. Isaiah Boone, defensive end. He just signed 2 years, $4.5 million. Jonathan Jones, cornerback, signs 2-year deal with $19 million with the New England Patriots. He says any other teams cut Tyron 3 years ago. He says any other team would have cut Tyron. Think about this: if you would have cut him, this is the thing about injured players. You don't even really gotta pay them when they're injured. So I mean that's the thing that you got to love about it. You get injury clauses if they miss a certain amount of games. So a lot of the money that the Cowboys ate last year, man, they're gonna injury clause that money and get that money right back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all this right now: when teams are getting better, man, if you don't want Tyron Smith, give me options on what you want to do. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Terrence Steele is also hurt, and you have not signed Jason Peters. So I'm not saying you got to keep Tyron Smith as your primary starter, but to say to just cut him all the way and he's 100% healthy, that just makes no sense to me. Like, I don't see how that makes any sense. Like, I can understand if he was hurt right now. If he was hurt right now, I can understand it. But guess what? Play the dude until he gets hurt. And when he gets hurt, cut him in. Like, what's the problem with that? He's 100% hurt. He's 100% healthy right now. Like, let's just take it game by game because, I mean, Cowboys are going to be cheap anyway. And listen to me. If I thought that the Cowboys would cut Tyron Smith and then bring in somebody else that's replaceable, bro, I would be all for it, bro. But you guys know they're not going to do that. You guys know they're not going to do that. Like, you guys know they're not going to do that. So it's like, my thing is this. What are we doing? Shout out my boy B Bird. He says Brandon Carr D-Last was the last. Oh, that was old. Let me update this. All right, Melvin says West Coast. You said he says, bro, you can't pay salaries over cap. It's called salary over cap. You can pay salaries over cap. You can pay salaries over cap. And to be honest with you, I don't really care, fellas. I don't really care. So what's the worst thing that happens if we're over the cap? Like what is this punishment that we're so afraid of? Like, are you guys afraid of being broke? Like, we don't get the ticket prices is going up anyway. So it's like what is this great thing that you guys are so afraid? Like, what is this feeling that you guys get when we're in cap financial? Like, does it make you feel better as a Cowboy fan? Does Jerry Jones give us a break on tickets? Because Jerry Jones is saving all this money and ticket prices are still going up. So I don't understand, like, what are you guys so afraid of when we talk about being over the cap and not having money? What is the problem? Like, we're not winning Super Bowls anyway. We've been doing it this way for 27 years, bro. Like, all I'm begging is, can we do it differently 1 year? That's it. 1 year can we do it differently? Because unfortunately, I have no problem waking up broke with a Super Bowl ring on my hand. I have no problem. Like, let me feel how that feels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let us feel how that feels. Allow me to feel that feeling first. Then I can tell you, yeah, the Super Bowl wasn't worth it. But basically, what you guys are telling me right now is being financially sound and looking good on cap is a better feeling than having a ring on my finger. And I do not believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that, bruh. Like, I remember being a 12-year-old kid winning Super Bowls and not even knowing what the cap was. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about that. And it's like, I feel like Cowboy Nation, until we get to that point, bruh, it's going to be the same thing, man. Like, Cowboys are always going to be just good enough to make you feel good enough, man. Well, that good enough is not good enough no more, man. Like, having a good season, winning 12 games, that's not good enough anymore, man. Like, getting progressively better every year has to be the point, man. We got to build a team that can win 13 games, and we got to build a team that can that can win 3 games in the playoffs. Like, that's what we're doing. Like, 12 wins. Listen about this. 12 wins was only good enough to get you 5th overall seed in the playoffs. 12 wins got you 5th seed in the playoffs. Congratulations, bro. That is freaking crazy, bro. 12 wins got you the 5th seed. Like, you can't expect 12 wins is going to be good enough next year, especially when everybody predominantly is getting better. And think about this. Think about this. The playoff teams that were in the playoffs, they're all trying to get better, and you all play them again. You play the Eagles twice. You play the 49ers this year. You can't afford to lose to the 49ers and have to go back to 49ers, go to San Francisco in the playoffs. No, you have to win that game. You have to win that game. So it's like, and then think about this. Those games against the 49ers just got even more, against the Eagles just got even more important. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cowboys, listen to me. Cowboys can still do smart things, though. Like, they can still do smart things. Like, number one thing, you need to get Donovan Wilson back in here. And I'm going to tell you this, you have to upgrade your linebacker. And on the side, you really need to upgrade that defensive tackle position. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Now that Connor McGovern is gone, you have a hole at guard. You either need to bring in a free agency or you need to make it clear that Tyron Smith is going back to guard, period. Or I'm tripping. Because you are not selling me on anybody on this team that's going to be able to play guard on this team right now. That's not named Tyler Smith. I do not believe it. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Whoever they try to sell you on, we are not believing it. And to be honest with you, until Terrence Steele comes back, theoretically, Tyron Smith can't even play left tackle. He has to play right. Like, he has to play right. Until Terrence Steele is medically cleared and can play from that torn ACL, Tyron Smith has to play right tackle. So guess what? Theoretically, you still got to hold that guard. And I love Jason Peters, but I don't know if that's going to hold up for 2 years. Like, I don't know if I want to bet on a 41-year-old about to turn 41. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to bet on it twice, man. Like, you kind of went to that 1 year. I don't know if I want to go to it twice. And I definitely don't want to go into it hoping for 17 games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I want to go into it thinking for 17 games. You know what I'm saying? Don't know. Where I like a college team just making a bowl every year. The front office, y'all crazy. I want another Super Bowl. This is Dallas. Haven't made no moves. Better keep D Wilson. Absolutely. According to Fish, they haven't talked to any free agents. Yeah, I know. I heard that too. He says, my bad. I mistyped about the salary over cap. Jerry shouldn't be paying salaries over cap. Listen to me. Jerry should be doing whatever he has to do to get make the best team. Listen to me. If making the best team requires you to go over, then that is what it is. Like, money should not stop you from making the best team possible because it doesn't stop other people. What's up? What's up, Michael? Like, somebody not wanting to be here or us just flat out getting outbid should stop you from getting a player. But there should be some needs that it doesn't matter. You have to fix it because listen to me. Listen, how are you going to, now you're trying to tell me that we're going to find our starting guard and a starting middle linebacker all in the same draft? We're asking for a lot. And you got to think like this, man. Without having a legitimate middle linebacker, if you lose Donovan Wilson, that means Micah Parsons is going to be playing more in the middle. Yeah, he is a linebacker, but you guys are not going to like him as much as a linebacker. Y'all loved him more. Y'all bought his jerseys because of what he do with his hands in the dirt. And that's just a fact. Y'all ain't bought a Cowboy. The last Cowboy linebacker y'all bought was Jalen Smith jersey. Keep it real. The reason why y'all love Michael Parsons is because of what he does when his hand is in the dirt. Cowboys are that dude that keeps saying, I'm going to buy you that ring when I get straight. Dang, you not straight yet? Nope. Kasha, I watch from the crib and smoke freely. I heard that, Rudy, Ready Reed. I heard that, boy. Smoke that. Shoot, man, Cowboys. We need all levels of players. Stephen Jones skipping the elite players. The Chiefs are making moves, and the Jones ain't sad. Yeah, man. And it's like, what's crazy, too? When you do business like this and your players actually come through, like a guy like Donovan Wilson, like, listen to me. We begged for years. Man, let's get Earl Thomas, man. Let's get Earl Thomas. We ain't get Earl Thomas. No, let's get Jamal Adams. Let's get Jamal Adams. Let's get Jamal Adams. And then the Cowboys actually found their guy and proved us wrong. Oh, my God. We found our guy. We got our Donovan Wilson. And then guess what? They don't even reward the dude. Like, Donovan Wilson, made the not trading for Jamal Adams look smart. It made the not trading of Earl Thomas look smart. And then you don't even reward that guy. Like, I'm going to tell you, man, if Donovan Wilson's not on this team, bro, there are major things about your defense that are going to have to change because you're going to have to find out who's going to give you 79 tackles, bro. Shout out Dat Nugent, man. Dat was a fool. He was a nice linebacker. He says, I love the guy Chactaw True. Last linebacker jersey I purchased was Dat Nugent. He was a beast too. 59. Aston Eckler got Kellen Moore playbook and requested a trade. Zeke held out. Hey, facts. Ooh, man, that's a powerful statement right there. He said Austin Eckler got Kellen Moore's playbook and requested a trade. Zeke held out. He says, we knew we didn't get the Cuddy last night. Y'all crazy, man. What is y'all talking about? Let me see over here on Facebook. What's up with you, Matt? Hey, if you haven't already, man, make sure you guys hit that share button. Make sure you guys hit that star button. Do the Cowboys cut Zeke? No, I don't believe they're going to cut Zeke. The reason why I believe they're not going to cut Zeke is like, why would you listen to me? The Dallas Cowboys, they value making cap money, so they value the $40 million they have. So think about this. If you cut Zeke, $10 million that is gone immediately. Why? Because he has a $10.5 million dead cap. So the money that you literally just made to go sign players, you're going to give it to Zeke to get him off your team. And to be honest with you, you're going to lose 12 touchdowns. And, Zeke led you in every other stat except for yards. Tony Pollard led you in 2 stats. That was season yards, which 1,002, and yards per carry. And you got to remember, Tony Pollard carried the ball less, so his average should be higher. That's just kind of how it works. You know what I'm saying? It's like a guy takes a test on 10 questions and a guy takes a test on 100 questions. If you miss one question on the 10 question, you get a 90. You miss one question on the 100 question, you get a 99. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I think we cut him and draft a running back. Respectfully, I agree that doesn't even make sense. Why would you draft a running back? Why would you cut Zeke, eat $10 million? You just paid Tony Pollard $10 million. So now you're at $20 million for the running back room. And then you still have to get a guy, you still got to draft a running back. That doesn't make sense. The Cowboys will draft a running back in the later rounds, but they're not drafting at 26. Who do you think you're going to draft? Like, you think the Cowboys are going to tie $24 million up into a running back? Like, you got to remember, go Google what you would even have to pay. Like, let me go look at what the 26 pick have to pay. Let me see. Let me see how much that would be. As you guys know, the NFL draft, they don't get paid by position. They get paid by where they actually get picked at. Let me see how much. $14 million is what the 26 pick made last year. Bro, the Cowboys are not going to do that. They're not going to cut Zeke, eat $10 million, pay Tony Pollard, pay him $10 million, and then turn around and give a running back a contract of, and it's going to be more than $14 million because the cap went up. You know what I'm saying? So it would be about $18 million. You're not going to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys they're not going to do that. Cowboys are not drafting a running back in rounds 1, 2, or 3, I don't think. Like, why would you? You drafted Tony Pollard in the 4th round, and you're re-signing him. You know what I'm saying? If you're re-signing, if you drafted Tony Pollard in the 4th round and you're re-signing him, wouldn't that make you think, well, damn, I could probably go get another running back in the 4th round? And think about this. With all the free agent running backs that are available, there's probably going to be a good chance that a lot of these running backs that we think are going to go high aren't going to go high. You want to know why? Because teams can just get veterans. Like, bro, every single running back is technically available. Like, even Zeke, if somebody called up the Cowboys and was like, yo, I'll give you a 1st-round pick for Zeke, he's gone, bro. I'm going to just be honest with you. The money and the pick, Cowboys going to trade his ass. I'm just being real with you. Like, every running back is available right now. So I don't even think there's going to be this huge run on running backs. Why? Because so listen, you might be able to get you a good ass running back around the 3rd or 4th. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You actually have a really good running back right now on your team that you don't even know about. His name is Malik Davis. You know what I'm saying? He's really good from Florida. He's a guy that I had projected going in the 4th round last year. 2 years ago. And guess what? He looked good. He actually looked good, too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody giving you a 1st round with Zeke. Yeah, we know that, but we didn't say that. I'm just saying, every running back is available. But I'll tell you this, this is my thing, man. He says, if you get a great offer, Zeke is gone. Facts. Yeah, he's gone. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. If the Cowboys get an offer more than $10 million, Tony Pollard's gone. You know what I'm saying? He says, yeah, I like Malik. He says, I got a pair. He says, if I get a great, he says, hey, what's up, HCM? Appreciate you for tapping in and sharing. Hey, let's do questions. He says, I like Malik Davis too. It's crazy to me that the Cowboys, it's not really crazy. That's Kellen Moore. Like, it's not crazy that Kellen Moore didn't play him. Let me share this. Don't forget about Rico Dow out of South Kakalaki. Yeah, I don't even really think he was like hurt last year. I think they just did one of those hurt things to try to like stash him on the roster. Frank says, I think JJ and A-Rod hiding in the same closet. Y'all never win. Oh my God, let me get him out of here. All right, let's go. He says, no hair, no eyebrows. Woo, what happened? Elvin rings. What the fuck's going on? I don't know. Rico Dow's a free agent. Rico Dow's a free agent. So Cowboy, and I doubt the Cowboys bring him back. Especially him being a free agent. He didn't play at all for you last year. And you have Malik Davis. Malik Davis was activated a gang of games for you last year. So I think that'll be the direction the Cowboys will go as far as that 3rd running back. What is the and what is your opinion on our biggest need right now? Guard, offensive guard. I can make a video on that too. Offensive guard for sure. Like it has to be. Like as of right now, you technically don't have a starting guard. You know what I'm saying? So technically, 100% would say guard. Malik Davis should get some burn when Tony went down in the playoff game. He should have, but they didn't. He says we need a wide out too. We need a wide out, but if you ain't got no guard, you shouldn't even be thinking about throwing the ball until you get that guard. Like, there's no way you're dropping back with Farniak or whoever you think is going to be that best. No. Cowboys need to go get, like, this is a good opportunity for the Cowboys to upgrade at that position, which they needed to do anyway. Like, that's why I said with the news of Connor McGovern leaving, like I was good. I was okay with it because it prevented the Cowboys from doing what I thought the Cowboys were going to do, and that was probably re-sign him. Damn, Chalk Talk, little extreme dude. What Chalk Talk talking about? Hey, West Coast just coming in. I heard they have traded. No, I haven't heard they traded. Where you hear that at, man? Tell me, wherever website you heard that on, stay off that website. I only hit a double. I didn't. Okay. Is there any guards you like in free agency? I got to go take a look, to be honest with you, man. I was not, I ain't gonna lie. I was actually expecting the Cowboys to re-sign Connor McGovern because that's just kind of what they do. You know what I'm saying? He says Cowboys are going to sign a backup guard and let Tyler start at left guard, probably laid too cheap to do anything. I mean, the cheapest thing for the Cowboys to do is, honestly, is to move Tyler Smith back to guard and move Tyron Smith to left tackle. That would be the cheapest thing because you have all those guys under contract. And think about this. I'm going to tell you why I think the Cowboys are going to make Tyron Smith play left tackle. I'm going to tell you why. Because think about this. Tyron Smith is he's about to restructure his contract, and he's about to be making less money. So if the Cowboys see it like this, if we could get the best tackle in football to take less money and play well, because Tyron Smith is still going to play well. As long as he's healthy, he's still going to play well. And guess what? If he gets hurt, you're still not paying nearly as much as you would have been paying. You know what I'm saying? So like I think the Cowboys are definitely going to play Tyron Smith at left tackle now. Why? Because it's the cheapest thing to do. It's the cheapest thing to do. And the Cowboys like making cheap moves that they think are going to yield them a ton of money. They like doing that. They'll go to the store and buy 100 scratchers instead of trying to go hit the trap and make some money. He says, let Will McClay wear the bodysuit. He answered Bill. I don't know. He says, Cardinal fans said we are thinking of trading Marquise Brown for CD because Kyler is close to CD. I ain't heard none of that. And they would have to trade Cowboys aren't going to trade no CD. Then I heard they lowering Dak's pay. Nah, Dak's pay didn't get lowered. Dak restructured his contract. Dak's still gonna be making the same amount of money. It's just they put the money in different buckets. Questions, man. If you got questions, I got like 10 more minutes of questions, man. Let me know in the comment box. No rumors, man. Just go to NFL transactions, and you can literally see what's going on. So you ain't got to worry about like what's a rumor or what's you know what I'm saying? Do you think we should get a true fullback? If you're gonna use him, I think Zeke was a different running back ever since the Dallas Cowboys took away the fullback position. You know what I'm saying? And I you know what I'm saying? I think that you should. I don't think you need 4 tight ends. You can run with 3 tight ends and a fullback. I think Tony Pollard would be a better running back with a fullback. Why not? Who? You tell me a running back that's not good with a fullback. Like, that doesn't even make no sense. Do we cut Zeke? No. Like, for all y'all folks that want Zeke gone, Zeke would have been gone. Like, Zeke would have been gone. Man, this dude definitely dropped out. My man said Chop Chop was ready. Was ready. Red. Look, if I messed up your name, my bad. Charges in my mind, on my heart. Look for the big step ups from Bland and Damone Clark. I mean, you would listen to me. That big step up might have been this year. Like you don't really have guys step up, like that, and then step up again the next year, unless they like Micah Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Are we thinking that Deron Bland is one of the better corners in football? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the step up from Deron Bland was last year. Like, bro, he played 5 interceptions as a rookie. I don't think he's. I'm not saying. I don't thinking that he's gonna get 8 or 9 in his second year. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think you got the step up from those guys. I think the number one thing that like Deron Bland just needs to maintain the play that he's playing right now. Like, don't get no worse. And try to obviously get better, but like when things grow that fast, like sometimes they have a way of diminishing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So my hope, remember Trevon Diggs had the blowout season, then y'all felt like he fell off the very next year. Not really, but you know what I'm saying? Joseph Warren, when the possible free agents are gone, just made some 49ers. When you guys are going to win something, all y'all do is talk. I want to put him in my trunk and throw his ass in the Trinity River. Who y'all talking about? Cowboys are going to sign Adam Thielen. I would like Adam Thielen. I like Adam Thielen. Sorry, West Coast. This is my family, dude. Focus on football, new dude. He says, sorry, West Coast. This is my family, dude. Focus on football, dude. What's up, Matt? Jerry Jones not making moves, bro. I mean, I think he's just doing the same thing he's doing every year. Interceptions. My boy Cedric says interceptions don't define corners. That's a good point. Diggs had a much more efficient year. Hey, listen, I agree with you. I'm just saying, I said fans. I said what fans said. I think Diggs did a good job at what the Cowboys were asking him to do. It was just I wasn't saying we're going to draft someone on the first round. I don't think Zeke is a team friend. Bro, what is he talking about? Zeke is a team friendly though. Nobody is team friendly. You don't want to. Why would you want somebody to be friendly with the Joneses? They're not even friendly with you. Like, you just want. Listen to me. We want players, NFL players, to get what's coming to them. I don't want you to be friendly with your employer. When you die, that business is going to continue to work. If Zeke died right now, man, the Cowboys would mourn and they would move the hell on. Like, the NFL is making way too much money for anybody to be taking team-friendly deals. Like, the Cowboys offer me a job. I ain't taking no team-friendly deal. Hell nah. Why? You're making money every day. You're making more money every day. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Zeke, he had a top 10 selling jersey last year. They made tons of money off that. You know what I'm saying? One time will tell, I guess. We need a runner. We don't need a running back. Well, you need running backs, definitely. You need them 12 touchdowns. We should keep I mean, you should always. I mean, if you're gonna run the ball, you got to draft running back every year. Why not? I mean, or you might even have to draft one. You can get them in the later rounds, undrafted free agent, but you should always have a door of guy floating in. Great today, Samuel Rowe. What's up with you? Hey, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Been on here for an hour. Been on here for an hour and a half, man. And he says, why we fans blame Jerry when Steven holding us back? Because, man, Jerry Jones is still daddy. That's why. That's why. You feel me? Jerry Jones is still daddy, and we are still hoping that he is still in control. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, we're going to find out today, man. We're going to see what it is today. And hopefully the Cowboys make some moves. My only move that I hope the Cowboys at least do is at least get something understand with Donovan Wilson. They can do that, then shoot, man. I think that's a win. A win is a win, man. We're going to take it. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.